Okay, I'm just going to ask you really something really simple. Just tell me a story about something about tattoo life. About somebody else, something
Cool.
funny, something sad, just a tattoo story.
Well, great. I think one of the most enjoyable things about tattooing is the people, you know, and that they trust you that much.
They trust you. What do you, I don't know what
Well,
you mean by
you
that.
just meet them and they're going to let you mark them for life. You know, it's quite an honor.
Really?
Yeah. To me, it's fast. You know, if I meet someone right off, I don't know if I'd let them put a needle right in me. And you know, I'd like to take a walk with them and find out what they're all about. But yeah, I think that's really neat when people just decide to trust you and go with it. And that's always it always ends up to be the best tattoo is when you like meet together.
Is there any particular story or incident you remember that about that?
Well, sometimes people can be stubborn, and I'll throughout the period of tattooing them, I'll take the reins from them, I'll take the control, and let them know that that's okay, you know. It's just that important, you know, for me to be able to do my job, you know, and let them trust me.
Right.
Because my best interest is a nice tattoo on them, you know.
Is this something you came up with by yourself, or is it something that you saw in someone else and you're kind of emulated?
I kind of came up with my own experience.
Yeah. Do you have any stories about anybody or anybody in the business that you remember? There's some little anecdote or story about somebody?
Well, not really.
Not really.
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Nothing funny ever happened, or
well, you know,
any kind of disaster happened that you had
oh
to...
man. Well, you know, actually, one time it was like lost in translation. She was from Germany, and I could hardly understand her. And what I got from what she was telling me is that she wanted the tattoo to be readable when she looked at it in the mirror. So yeah, so I put the stencil on backwards. It had a name in it.
Right.
And so halfway into the tattoo, which I'm doing backwards, she looked down and it all came to her. She realized that it was a big mistake and got up and was very flustered and upset. But I calmed her down. I worked with her throughout a couple months and ended up successfully covering it up. And the piece actually ended up better than her original idea.
Yeah. What was it, like her name or something?
It was her cat's name, Willow. So, you know, backwards.
It almost works.
It almost works, but I ended up just saying, let's scratch the name. I'll flow through with another bird and do some silhouettes, and it worked out. It ended up being a nice design.
Do you have any instance where something like that went horribly wrong?
Sure, yeah, I mean, source of...
I mean, I know people that have done a tattoo, and when it was all through, they just loved it, and they looked at it and said, "Oh my God, I shaded those squares on the wrong side." Or,
yeah, okay, there you go.
Or
nautical
or
star.
Naomi is Naiomi.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not.
Or,
if you've ever seen my handwriting, it's horrible, and yeah, but you know, the nautical stars with the color on one side and then the open space, and I've done the colors on the wrong side before. Yeah. It was and you know, I just said the tattoo's free. Come back, of course, but come back in a month and we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. What's your favorite kind of thing to tattoo?
It'll have to be anything, you know, Asian.
Really?
Yeah, I just love the Japanese and Chinese aesthetic and the symbolism and the mythology.
Do you study the mythology?
You know, I'm not really, but as I go, I'm just picking it up. You know, I'm an American studying it, so I'm kind of shaping into my own little thing as I go. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a Horry Richards.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. I hope I did that okay.
Dude, it was very fluent.
Good.
She was very fluent. I mean, now speaking of very fluent, just be sure that I have it.